Now we will do anchoring in deep water. As I said, deep water for anchoring means depth more than 50 meters. So here procedure is the same. Approach the anchorage slow speed. Decide where you have to anchor, and once you reach this area, anchoring point, GPS speed keep it approximately same like shallow water anchoring, approximately 0, and then you can commence lowering by gear. Now here everything is done by gear, not like uh, shallow water anchoring where we had to lower it till it was 10 meters from the seabed. Here it is, because here if you lower by gear or by a brake, sorry, first by gear and then last 10 meters if you do it like in shallow water anchoring, open the brake, it will drop, and the weight of this much of cable, which could be 50 meters or so, plus the weight of the anchor is so high that it will drop, and this RPM will become very fast. RPM of the windlass, and again difficult to control by the brake. So here brake is not used at all. Approach the anchorage. Once you reach the anchorage point, GPS speed approximately 0, and then commence lowering entirely by gear, and then continue lowering till you reach the required shackles you want, 8, 9 or 10. And if the ship is facing the current, it will start falling back, and finally anchor will remain here, ship will start falling back, and finally she will be brought up. So maximum depth for anchoring should be less than 100 meters, because anchoring is no problem, but when you start lifting it, then your windlass of any ship is designed to lift only 100 meters of cable plus the anchor. So anchoring should never be in depth more than 100 meters. Now this method of anchoring only by gear, some people do it even in shallow waters less than 50 meters, 50 meters, but it's not recommended in shallow waters because of one problem. In case you are anchoring only by gear in shallow waters depth more than 50 meters, if the ship is facing the current, then there is no problem. You can maintain your GPS speed 0 by using the engines. But if you have started lowering like this and the current is maybe like this, and you have commenced lowering, so your lowering speed, if you will see, it is given in your windlass manual in meters per second. Speed of lowering, maximum speed of lowering, and if you convert it into knots, it comes to around 0.3 knots. So if this current is less than 0.3 knots, there is no problem. You can lower it by gear. But if this current is more than 0.3 knots and you are paying it at the rate of zero point 0.3, so the ship is getting pushed to one side at the rate of more than 0.3, and your lowering speed is only 0.3. So this cable, it becomes long stay, and lot of weight comes on the cable, especially if the current is 1 knot, 2 knots, and that can lead to two things: either damage the electric motor of the windlass or the teeth of the gear. You have the gear teeth here on the windlass. So this is a problem when you lower by gear, all by gear. But in deep water, you don't have a choice due to this problem of the heavy weight of the cable. You cannot use brake. So in deep water, you do not have a choice. So you can only try to head the current or anchor only when you know the current is less than 0.3. That is about deep water anchoring.